Hey guys, check it out. Matt here from WRX Cult, and I've just dropped down to flat 4 to check out this very special 2003 Spec C Limited Edition. Let's go to Kyle now, and he's going to take us for a full walkthrough. All right. Hey Kyle, thanks for having us down here. Let's take a look at this car. Now, what have we got here?
Alrighty, this one here is a 2003 Impreza WRX STi Spec C Limited.
Now, something that comes up a lot is people say 2003.
2003.
Why is that? Should be 2004?
2004. So 2003 was the start of the Blobeyes. So affectionately, the Bug Eyes were 2000 to 2002. Here in Australia, 2003 was the start of this beautiful shape here. So
okay,
it's cool. We're commonly referred to as a blob eye or a peanut eye. So that refers to the front end on it. But in the States, they didn't get these until 2004. So the 2003,
that's why people sometimes...
Yeah. So the 2003 was still the Bug Eye in the US. So no, this one here is very much a blob eye. So we've got a Spec C Limited, all right? So Spec C was part of the homologation process for Subaru in their rally endeavors. So sort of what that meant was that they needed to make a certain amount of cars as sort of hardcore as possible to sort of filter over into their rally program. So what you're looking at here was part of that process. What that meant in terms of the actual car that was delivered was as close to a race car for the road as possible. Some of the main things is just the lightweight precautions that were taken in this car. Obviously the rally roof vent, which is probably my favourite part of the Spec Cs.
We can go for a walkthrough if that's all right with Kyle.
Yeah, I'll take you through and I'll point out the things as we go around.
I used to have a 2005 Blobeye.
STi?
So I kind of, STi. So it'd be interesting to know what the Australian, I mean, I know what the Australian version was like, and how this compares.
How the JDM one compares to
so
it.
you mentioned things like, let's start with the roof vent then. You mean, that certainly was not on the Australian.
Yeah, that's obviously the most sort of prominent feature on the Spec C is this roof vent.
You going to open it up for us?
Yeah, sure.
It was always cool.
So there's a little handle in here.
Let's have a look.
Little handle here. The little warning there actually tells you not to open it over 80 k's an hour because it will fly off. So
cool.
Yeah, very WRC style. So yeah, another thing sort of I mentioned is the weight saving precautions taken in this car. So we've got things like a lightened or a thinner roof panel, doors as well. The boot was aluminium, not steel, and the bonnet as well as aluminium. Now a lot of the STIs and Rexys do have the alloy bonnets, but the boot and the doors. If you come around, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but those doors really are essentially hollow, so they're just a really lightweight alloy door. There's no sound deadening in the car, so you get a lot of that sort of driver feedback as you're going down the road. So there's no sort of sound deadening underneath. It's sort of all raw.
I noticed too, obviously,
there's no wing.
Well, it's got the small wing, which was on the
just the normal Rexys,
which is the Bug Eye.
Bug Eye
STi in Australia.
So again, saving weight, they didn't want to go over the top. The STi spoiler was ditched, and the traditional one.
Little Spec C on it there.
Cool. Another thing is the JDM cars, like the Hawkeye behind us here, had the rear window wiper. With the Spec C model, they didn't have that. Again, it was just extra weight that they didn't need for this car, so that's gone. I'll grab the key and we'll open up the boot. And you can
something special in there.
Yeah, you can just see how raw this was.
Can I just ask you too, Colin? I've never seen one of these in Australia before.
The Spec C?
Yeah, never.
Yeah, I doubt there's very many at all. So they were never delivered here. They were a Japanese model only. So the only way to get your hands on one of these is through an importer.
Oh, cool.
So we've got no boot trim, no carpet, no side panels. There's not even a scuff panel on here. This was full rally, guys. So we've also got so they've got the intercooler spray tank in the back here. This holds 12 litres. Traditionally in the Japanese cars, this was mounted in the engine bay.
And another opportunity to put STi on something.
It's a chance for another logo, I guess, so why not? So another thing you'll notice as well is the covers on the wiring.
Right.
Yep. So on the back of the tail lights here.
Shot of that.
Yep. These here. So
Oh yeah.
all the trim was taken out, and these are the only trim that's in there.
Interesting. Can we have a look in the interior as well?
Yeah, yeah, of course. So STi Spec C Limited. The Limited's got this black interior. So sort of black Alcantara seats with the doors. Yeah, with the matching door cards.
It's nice and different to the obviously the blue that's so very common.
STIs, yeah. No central locking in this car either. We do have power mirrors.
Yeah.
So you typically wouldn't find that in a Spec C, but the limited models did. They also had air conditioning.
This one's got aircon?
This one's got aircon, albeit a Cool. Should we have a look at the engine bay?
Yeah, yeah, pop the hood.
Another thing you'll notice just around the side here is the car actually doesn't have side skirts.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So again, that's another one of the
same as the. Yep. Oh, actually, we didn't have it.
Weight saving precaution. So the GDs, all of the GD, Rexys and STIs, Aussie ones had the side skirts. Spec C does it.
Which is kind of like the RAs. I've got the GC8
yeah,
RA.
very similar to the RA. So this sort of had the same essence as a GC8 RA. Similar up front, we don't have the canards, which is the bumper trims that came down, as well as the lips. So very minimalistic.
And this car is also yet to be detailed too, so
yeah,
this
will
come up really nice.
We've just given it a quick wash, so this is how it's come from Japan. In here we've got, they did come with a smaller battery than what you typically find in these.
Oh, yeah.
Typical with the EJ207s from the JDM Subarus, long run of manifold, twin scroll turbo. So they were tuned a bit more aggressively than the Aussie ones. So that also transitions down to the gearbox as well. So different ratios.
So let me ask, how many Ks on this car?
124,000 on this one.
Okay,
yep.
And it has same power as a standard STIs, like same kilowatts?
They were reported, but they are quite considerable.
Which was like
280 was sort of the recording of where they sort of had to declare it at. But yeah, these are thought to have a bit around the sort of 300 horsepower.
Oh, 300 horsepower.
Yep. So 20 to 30 more sort of horsepower more than standard.
Cool. Now, considering this is so rare, this car, I'm just going to get a wider shot.
Yep.
This car is so rare, Kyle. But you're actually selling this car.
Yes, we are. Yeah, this one is for sale. It's to be detailed. The compliance is ready to go for it now. So this one's priced at $49,990 drive away here in Queensland. That includes 6 months registration and 6 months warranty with flat 4. That warranty is accepted all across Australia. We have providers, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth.
Yep. That's so cool. I mean, this is such a rare car.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's only about 170 of these made in this colour. So
in the world? In
the world, yep.
Wow, and we've got one right here on the Gold Coast.
Right here.
Awesome, Kyle. Hey, thank you so much for letting us walk around this car and
of course,
and take a good look into the this Spec C Limited. All right, guys, if you're interested in actually buying the car, give a shout out to Flat 4. But other than that, it was just great to have a overall look at this car. All right, take care.